Hey guys, welcome to RPA feed, and in today's video we will see how to use variables in A360 platform. And we'll cover everything about variables in A360. So this is the bot editor or RPA workspace, and here we have the option to get the details of the variables in the left pane. Once you click show, from here you can create new variables, search existing variables, update them. Okay, and you have predefined variables in the list, and the variables which you create are user defined variables. Okay, so in predefined variables we have clipboard, we have some of the string type predefined variables such as entered, new line, tab, form feed, separator, and in system variable we have some of the system variables associated with a runner machine or system. So there are requirement, right? When you are deploying your bot to the runner machine, you want some data of that machine. So using these system variables you can get that data related to date, CPU usage, who executed that task, right? Installation path. So these are some predefined variables whose value cannot be changed. You can these are dynamic value and are fetched from the system itself. Okay, and so these were the predefined variables, and we will see how we can create new variables. From this window or from this plus icon you can create a new variable, and while creating a new variable there are some naming convention you can follow. For str for string, right? So here you can give the type of the variable. It's whether it's a string, number, date, time, boolean. So we have these many types of variables can be created. So let's create one variable of type, let's say any. Okay, any is a type which can hold any type of data, right? It's not defined, or it's not restricted to numeric value or a string value, right? It can either store date, either store string value, either can be stored number value, right? So we'll create one variable of type any. Let's say a var. I'll give the name as var, and we'll create it. Also, this is the one way of creating variable. Another way is from actions. Some of the actions allow you to create variables from within those action options. For example, we have an assign action. Let's say we have assign action of string. Okay, we drag and drop this assign action, and in the right pane you can see the symbol of create variable. So from this window you can this option you can create a variable. So this is the another way of creating variable. Okay, and one more thing here, once you work with variables, these variables are like for specific purpose. We have specific type of variables. Let's create one session variable in this case. So in session is just to store in session information. For example, you have connected to a Excel in parent task and you want to pass the same session in your child task. So you can do that with the help of session type of variable, and you can choose a session type from here. So it's whether it's a DLL session or Excel session, right? So in our case it will be an Excel session. If you are referring to one of the DLL .NET DLL and you have opened that DLL in parent bot, but your child bot also want to utilize or use that session, so you can create a DLL session and share that session between the parent bot and child bot, right? So here in this case we'll go for Excel session. Let's name it as Excel data and create it. So in this way, your whatever variables you create in your this particular bot file are all listed here. You can modify the values of these variables from here as well. Like if I want to, this is the any type of variable, so it won't be possible to modify. But if you create a string type of variable, let's say str name, and I want to change the data, maybe I want to assign a default value, I can do it from here, right? RPA feed. And if I want to change that again, I can double click and I can change it. So this is about working with variables in A360 platform. Over here you get 3 dots, right, from which you can copy these variables to a shared clipboard. Shared clipboard works like if within the same session, same login, if you have another taskbot open, another file of RPA bot open, you can copy those variables directly to that bot, and you can delete unused variables. What does this option do? Suppose in this bot you have created n number of variables. Let's say here we have created 3 variables but we are not using any of them. Let's say I'm using just str name here, okay, and we are assigning new value to this name, let's say Bob. And so I have used one of the variable from these. Prompt is by default, so it won't be it we haven't created this, so it's not a problem, but we can still delete this. And now if we are just using str name here in this bot, let's assume in this way. So I want to delete at the end of the project. While I'm working with this project, I have created a number of variables, and now it's time to finalize the bot file. So I will delete unused variable because I don't require them. So whatever variables are still there in the list but not used in the bot will be deleted. So once you click this button, so it will show you the list of variables that are going to be deleted. So you can see Excel data, prompt, and var. If you don't want to delete any of them, you can uncheck them, and rest of other variables will be deleted. So see, we have just 2 variables now. So this is very useful feature because once you have a large bot file, you might create 50 or 100 odd variables, but you actually require very few of them. Actually very few of them are being used, rest are not being used, so you can clear that, right? So this is all about variables in A360. Hope you like this video. In case you do, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends. Thank you.